What is going on, everybody? Let's get into it because the biggest thing by far to come out of Comic Con was the Marvel Cinematic Universe announcements, and that's what we're going to talk about. As you can tell, this is Marvel MCU Phase 5, no, Phase 4, Phase 5, and even a little bit of Phase 6. So they revealed a lot, and I mean a lot. Uh, Not really a whole lot in the way of like trailers or anything like that, but they announced and confirmed what the next movies and Disney Plus series are going to be all the way out to 2025. So over the next few years. So let's dive into it. First things first, we're going to be getting, and we've known about this, She-Hulk, but there was a new Comic Con trailer revealed this weekend, and it confirmed something in the She-Hulk show that we did not know about before, and that's Daredevil. For the first time since the Netflix series got canceled, we are going to see Charlie Cox as Daredevil in the She-Hulk show. Now, I don't know to what extent he's going to be in it. We know that the show is called She-Hulk Attorney at Law, and we know that Daredevil in his civilian life as Matt Murdock, he's also an attorney. So I have a feeling they're going to cross paths in that realm as well as in the superhero realm. And I mean, we know that they're going to cross paths as superheroes because in the trailer we saw Daredevil show up on a rooftop to like meet with her and talk with her or whatever, fight her, who knows. But I'm going to be honest with you. Prior to this reveal, I was going to She-Hulk was going to be one of those shows where like I'll get around to it when I get around to it. But now that I know Daredevil's in it and Daredevil is my favorite Marvel character, I'm going to watch it immediately. Like as soon as it premieres, I'm going to be binge watching the hell out of it. And that is, they'll probably do like one episode a week like they've been doing. So very excited about She-Hulk because of that announcement. Next up, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Looks good. The trailer, we got a new trailer for it, and it looks really, really good. I will be going to see this in theaters, and something that was revealed officially this weekend. I think people had been suspecting it. I think there had been some leaks maybe, but it's officially revealed. This guy right here is Namor. So in this Black Panther movie, we are going to get introduced to the Marvel version of Atlantis and essentially Marvel's version of Aquaman, which is Namor. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I'm also looking forward to just seeing like what angle they go with here with this movie since Chadwick Boseman is not in it. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther is not in this movie. So looking forward to seeing how that goes. Next up, so this is kind of an animated thing. Spider-Man freshman year. When we first meet Spider-Man in the MCU, he's been Spider-Man for a little while. He's got his own little homemade suit made out of like a hoodie and some sweatpants, and Tony Stark meets him, and Tony Stark gives him, this is in Civil War, Tony Stark meets him, he gives him the better suit, and yeah, that's all we got. Well, Marvel and Disney are going to team up on Disney Plus and give us Spider-Man Freshman Year, an animated series that depicts his origin. It's going to show him getting bit by the spider, becoming Spider-Man, getting used to his powers, and it's going to be a different take on the origin than what we got with the Sony Marvel movies. Sony Marvel movies I did not really like. I've made that very clear on this channel. They're not very Spider-Man. They're this new age Spider-Man where they did a lot of new shit. And Spider-Man Freshman Year looks like it's going to be a return to form. He's going to be back in what seems to be a normal high school with a diverse group of people. It's not a high school for just nothing but smart genius people. It's a normal high school. This is Peter Parker here for this show. I don't believe, I'm not going to say that he's not voiced by Tom Holland. We don't know. That was not revealed. But this is Peter's friends at school. Got the athletes, the scientists, people, the goths, a diverse group of people. It makes me believe that he's just back at a normal high school. And then we're going to get some classic and new villains. We've got, looks like the Chameleon over here, Doc Ock, of course, and Scorpion. So going to get some both familiar and new villains for Spider-Man to fight in this new origin take for MCU Spider-Man. And then, of course, he's going to run into some new, not new, but very prominent New York superhero type characters like Daredevil. Daredevil's going to show up in this outfit. He's also going to meet Doctor Strange. So that is very cool indeed. And one of the main reasons that I'm happy about this show is, like I said, because I really kind of hated the Sony movies. I liked him in the Avengers movies. I liked him in Civil War. I did not like Spider-Man's, like his own movies. I did not like Homecoming. I did not like Far From Home. I did not like No Way Home, other than the fact that No Way Home had Daredevil in it. for a very brief moment. So this is kind of like, and we all know at the end of No Way Home, they kind of like did a very shitty, not well thought out way of just rebooting Spider-Man. That's like a half-ass reboot, because when they revealed this freshman year series at Comic-Con this weekend, they said this is MCU. But as you may have noticed, there's some stuff in there that contradicts the MCU, like him meeting Doctor Strange and Daredevil prior to, any of his prior to Civil War, because this show does take place prior to Civil War. We saw Doc Ock. Well, he didn't recognize Doc Ock in No Way Home. So what's the deal here? Well, we're going to get to that in a second, but I'm going to explain. A lot of people are going like, they're saying this is MCU, but how is this MCU? It contradicts so much shit. I'm going to answer that for you in a minute, but let's move on real quick. I'll answer that for you at the very end. So after Spider-Man, Secret Invasion. We were teased at the end of, what movie was it? At the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, that the Skrulls are impersonating a lot of people. We don't know what the deal is with that. Captain Marvel, the Captain Marvel movie led us to believe that in this particular version of the Marvel story, the MCU, the Skrulls they're not bad people. But who's to say? Who knows? Maybe there are some bad Skrulls. Who knows? We're going to get the answer in Secret Invasion. That's going to be coming out spring of 2023. So I'm really looking forward to Secret Invasion. I'm glad that was officially confirmed and announced. Next up, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 because we already know Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock was teased back at the end of Guardians Volume 2. It's been so long. And now we're finally going to get to see Adam Warlock. And I'm really looking forward to that. What else was there? Echo, new Disney Plus Marvel series called Echo. No idea what the deal is with that. And until I know more, I just really don't care. But that's supposed to be coming out in summer 2023. In July of 2023, we're going to be getting The Marvels, which I'm guessing is going to be a movie that's got Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, whoever the fuck she is, and Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. They're all going to be in a movie together called The Marvels. Great. Summer of 2023, we're going to get Loki Season 2, which is going to expand probably on the multiverse and Kang and all that stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. November of 2023, we're going to be getting Blade with, what's his name? Mahershala Ali. That was kind of teased very little at the end of Eternals. Fall of 2023, we're going to be getting Ironheart, which is the new replacement for Iron Man. Winter of 2023-2024, we're going to get an Agatha, the witch from WandaVision, the evil witch Agatha. She's going to get her own little series at the end of 2023-2024. I don't really care about her at all. May of 2024, we're going to get Captain America, The New World Order, the first Captain America movie that's going to star Sam Wilson as Captain America. Very much so looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to that. This is going to kind of redeem the Captain America facet of the MCU, because Falcon and Winter Soldier was shit. I hated it. It was so annoying, so boring. I'm really hoping that Captain America New World Order kind of redeems that piece of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then in spring of 2024, we are going to get Daredevil Born Again, starring Charlie Cox as Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk. Now, with this series, they've announced this is going to be an 18-episode series on Disney Plus, and that's great. I'm glad that we're getting a lot of Daredevil. People have missed Daredevil. People really liked the character from the Netflix series. I'm really glad we're getting this, but I'm a little suspicious, curious, cautious. I don't know what the word is, because if you watch season 3 of the Netflix Daredevil show, that is basically Born Again. The story Born Again, they pretty much, like, season 3 of the Netflix show took heavy inspiration from the Daredevil Born Again story. And now we're going to get it a second time from Disney Plus. Now, the Disney Plus version could always be better. It could always be different enough to justify it. Who's to say? I don't know where we're going to go with this. I'm cautious, but I'm very optimistic. Like I said, Daredevil is my favorite Marvel character, and I'm really just happy to have him back in the live-action MCU. So really looking forward to seeing Daredevil. I'm very, very sad that it's not coming out until, what was the date? Spring of 2024. So we've got like a year and a half, maybe a little bit more. The final thing that's going to round out the end of Phase 5, everything I just listed is Phase 5. The thing that's going to round out the end of Phase 5 is Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts, for those of you who don't know, it's kind of like Marvel's Suicide Squad. It's a group of people who have been villains in the past, but they're given a chance to kind of like, as part of like their rehabilitation and prison sentence, they're given a chance to like be a superhero team and do good. So we'll see how that goes. And then there were 3 things announced for sure for Phase 6, and those are, first off, the Fantastic Four. Oh, nope, that's not it. Where did it go? Fantastic Four. Anyway, I don't know what happened there, but Fantastic Four was announced for like officially. We were all pretty sure it was going to happen, but Fantastic Four was announced for Phase 6. That's going to be coming November of 2024. It was not confirmed if John Krasinski would be reprising his role as Mr. Fantastic, but they'd be stupid not to have him come back. So I think it's safe to say he's going to be back, but we don't know for sure. And then the final 2 things that were teased up for to end Phase 6 are the 2 Avengers movies. This Phase 6 is going to end with 2 Avengers movies in the same year. There's going to be one in the spring of 2025, and I think one at the very end of 2025. So, and those movies are Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. That's the first one. So that's going to deal with everything that's been going on with the Loki show and the creation of the multiverse. He warned Loki, and I can't remember what the female Loki's name was. He warned them that if you kill me and the multiverse comes back, there's going to be a bunch of versions of me, or at least one really evil version of me trying to take everything over. So that's going to all culminate in the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty movie. And then towards the end of 2025, we are going to get Avengers Secret Wars. Now, there are 2 very popular Secret Wars stories in the Marvel Comics realm. The first one is pretty old at this point in time, and it's the story where this big cosmic entity kidnaps a bunch of very famous Marvel characters and heroes and puts them on this separate planet and forces them to all do battle with each other like a giant gladiator arena, and they fight. This story's famous because it was in this story that Spider-Man's normal costume got ruined, and he went to go get a replacement on this weird planet, and it gave him the symbiote, and that's where he got the symbiote black costume. The second story, very popular Marvel story called Secret Wars, came out in 2015, and it was very, very popular because Marvel's Secret Wars of 2015 was kind of the story. It was kind of like Marvel's version of Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's the story that took a bunch of alternate realities and went. And when the 2015 Secret Wars story was done, all of these different multiverses, the multiverse had reformed. And stuff that was essentially the Marvel Ultimate Comics universe and the regular comics universe got meshed into one, and we had stuff like Miles Morales, Spider-Man, who'd always been the Ultimate Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe. He was now part of the main continuity, along with Peter Parker. So, we talked earlier about how, with this Spider-Man freshman year, and how they're saying it's MCU canon, but how, because it contradicts so much? Well, I think Marvel has been looking for a way for a long time to take more control of Spider-Man away from Sony, because the Sony movies, even though everyone was like, just jizzing their pants over the No Way Home movie because of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, it was a shit movie, plot-wise. It was. Don't kid yourself. It was. So they've been looking for a long time to kind of like take more of Spider-Man away from Sony and do what they really want to do with him. And it was Sony that did all this new shit where like there are no Osborns, there's no Green Goblins, Peter Parker goes to a special school where everyone's smart, Flash Thompson, the jock bully, is also smart. There's no Mary Jane. There's this girl named MJ, but there's no Mary Jane. His best friend isn't Harry Osborn. It's this Ned character. That was all Sony. They're trying to get rid of that, and they're going to do that now. They're going to make this freshman year story telling the origin story that they want to tell. And it's going to contradict. It's not going to contradict. It's not going to contradict a lot of the other stuff. I think it's going to contradict a lot of Sony's stuff, but that's not a big deal. Because at the end of this Secret Wars movie, I think what we're going to see happen is this Spider-Man freshman year origin is going to become the main origin. We're going to see the Spider-Man of the freshman year world interact in live action with all these other multiverse continuities, the Fantastic Four and the Kang bullshit and everything. And that's what Secret Wars is. It's this crazy jumbled up epic story of multiverses, of different universes, of a multiverse colliding. And then when it's all said and done, it's like, and everything just kind of mellows out and we get a new stable universe. So I think that's their goal. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to do Spider-Man freshman year. And I think I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it's already been like greenlit for another Spider-Man sophomore year and maybe even junior year. But yeah, they're going to do this Spider-Man show. They're going to do it the way they want to do it, and based on the photos I showed you, it looks like it's going to be a more traditional Spider-Man tale. He's back in a normal high school. His best friend is Harry Osborn. He meets other superheroes in New York, like Daredevil and Doctor Strange. It's going to be a more normal Spider-Man, a more traditional Spider-Man that we're used to, and not this modern Sony version. And yes, it's going to contradict what we've already seen in the Tom Holland movies, but all of that is going to get sorted out in Secret Wars. That's my prediction. So that's that. So that's everything announced for Marvel Phase 5 and 6. Let me know what you guys think. Is anybody else excited about this? Are we happy to see Daredevil back? I'm also really happy about this Spider-Man thing. The Marvel Cinematic Universe was kind of getting stale for me, but these new announcements have renewed my hope and my excitement for it, so I'm ready to go. I want to get to Phase 5 and Phase 6. I want to see that shit. Who else is excited? Why are you excited? Or maybe why are you not excited? Leave some comments down below, get a discussion started. If you like this video, please hit that like button. It really helps out my channel. If you want to help it out any more, click that subscribe button and maybe check out some of my other videos. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.